long. Jinchul knows that he wants to meet Jinwoo and Yujin because they were involved in his brother's death. But he tells Jinchul not to play dumb because the surveillance team knows that he's there to kill them. We see Choi with Gunyi, who reveals that the monsters on Jeju Island have evolved, and they're trying to use their wings to fly across the sea. Choi knows that they still can't fly far because they fell into the sea, but he thinks they might become an even greater threat in the future. We return to Jinwoo, as he joins the other hunters waiting near a gate, and he greets Sang, who realizes that he brought Song Yi. We learn that he asked Sang to let her join the raid, and he mentions that their timing is perfect because the C-rank gate just appeared. But a man named Chu suddenly interrupts them, and Jinwoo doesn't recognize him, so Sang reveals that he's an A-rank hunter and he will serve as the group's tank. Sang explains that they will have an on-site practice, and Chu is the leader of the assault team, but he looks down on Jinwoo and Song Yi since they're both A-rank hunters. Sang reveals that there are 10 hunters in the team, and half of them are in the B rank, but his assistant Hyun tells Jinwoo to let them do everything, because most of them are noobs. The team enters the gate, but Jinwoo suddenly gets a strange feeling, and the gate suddenly turns red, so everyone wonders what's happening. Jinwoo knows they're in danger, so he tells Sang to contact the assault team, but he gets sucked into the gate. Beck learns about the incident, and he wonders why the gate turned red, so he decides to investigate it himself. The team finds themselves in the middle of nowhere, and they wonder why the gate disappeared, so Chu mentions that they're in a red gate. Jinwoo explains that they have lost contact with the outside world, saying the only way to get out is to defeat the boss, or wait until the gate collapses. They suddenly get attacked, and an arrow kills one of the C-ranked hunters, so everyone prepares to fight. Song Yi realizes that Jinwoo saved her life, and Chu sees ice elves above them. Jinwoo notes that they targeted the weakest members of the team, and they jump away, as Chu tells everyone that they need to follow his orders to survive. But he mentions that he can't lead them all, so he decides to split them into 2 groups, saying he will make sure that everyone in his party will survive. One of the C-rank hunters wants to join him, but Chu pushes him back, saying only the B-rank hunters are allowed in his group. He mentions that 1 day in the red gate is equal to an hour in the outside world, and he explains they could be stuck there for months, so he needs to leave the dead weight behind. But a girl named Heejin decides to join Jinwoo's party because she saw him catch the arrow, so she knows that he's reliable. Chu mentions that his group will take the main road, and Jinwoo decides to head towards the forest. So they split up, and Chu sees claw marks on the trees, so he knows that there are ice bears in the area. He thinks Jinwoo's party will get wiped out, but his companion doesn't care, and he tells everyone to prepare for battle as a group of ice bears appear. One of them attacks him, but he stops it with his shield and slices it in half. Meanwhile, Heejin tells Jinwoo that they're in the territory of the ice bears, so she suggests turning back. But he tells her they should go deeper in the forest because he knows that the elves are an even greater threat. He realizes how cold it is, so he takes jackets out of his inventory and gives them to everyone in the group to wear. But they wonder why he has 4 jackets, because even a high-rank hunter can't carry more than 3 items. Song Yi asks him who he is, but he reminds her that he was the one who brought her there, so he thinks it's his responsibility to protect her. But he wants her to stop asking questions, and he tells the others to do the same thing. An ice bear appears, so his companions panic, but he prepares to take it on. We see Beck at the red portal, as he realizes that it has been sealed off, and Sang tells him that Jinwoo is inside. Beck asks about his rank, so Sang reveals that he's an E-rank hunter, but he thinks Jinwoo has reawakened. Dongsu joins them, and Beck wonders what he's doing there, because he's supposed to be in America. But he asks Beck why he allowed E-rank hunters to enter the gate, saying he knows that Jinwoo is inside, and Jinchul thinks he's lucky, since Dongsu can't get inside. We return to Jinwoo, as he defeats the ice bears with his bare hands, and the others start eating the bear meat. Heejin thinks there are bears nearby, so she notes that they can't let their guard down, but Song Yi wonders why Jinwoo left them there. Jinwoo heads to the lair of the ice bears, and he summons his shadow army, ordering them to attack. So they charge in, and the bears try to fight them, but the mages revive the knights, as Jinwoo notes that it drains his mana. A giant bear appears, so his shadow army tries to take it down, but it wipes them out, and he realizes that he's out of mana. He orders Igris to fight it, and the bear tries to crush him, but he counters and cuts its legs. It tries to unleash its powers, but he slices off its head, and Jinwoo is impressed as he realizes that Igris is stronger than him. He turns the bears into shadows, and he adds them all to his army. We see Chu's party struggling against the elves, and his companions beg him to save them, but they all end up dying.
How can banks and investment firms unlock the power of AI without compromising control? Enter Cohere. With Cohere, you can deploy AI in your own private, customizable environment. Without giving up,
he can't believe what's happening because he was about to become an elite member of the White Tigers, but he's no match for the elves. He sees one of them smiling, so he freaks out and he runs away as their boss watches him from a distance. We return to Sang as he notes that 3 hours have passed since the hunters entered the gate, and Dong-su thinks Jinwoo is already dead, so he thinks about leaving. But he wonders what Jinwoo is doing inside the gate.